Hello everyone, welcome back. We're going to do a screen replacement on this phone here in this picture. We're going to put a picture on it and then we're going to switch it over to a video at the end. That is why this is stretched up to 20 seconds long for the video. You don't need that if it's just a picture. And we're going to get it under her thumb. We're going to use the planar tracker and the magic mask. So you have to have the studio version to do this. We're going to start out with making a copy of what I have on the timeline now, this picture. I use a handicap controller. I operate it with my mouth, so you may hear a little sip and puff noise. Nothing I can do about that, so please excuse that. And this on-screen keyboard as well. Hold the Alt key down. Drag up one line, a copy of it. Turn that top one off, video 2. And go to Fusion. Select the media in. We'll put playhead at frame 0 so we don't forget later when we track it. And shift spacebar. And planar tracker. We don't have any movement or anything in this. It's just a still. So we don't have to change any settings here. Now we'll draw a polygon around this. It does not have to be right on the line. I suggest going a little bit larger. And once again, playhead on frame 0 and track forward. Okay, we're done tracking. These little white marks on the timeline show all the little tracking marks on every frame. And the green shows indicator that it is a good track. The more green, the better. Now I'm going to go in the inspector under operation mode. Go down to corner pin. Then you have this little wonky red square on the screen. This is where you want to be pretty close with your points. I don't have a middle mouse wheel for zooming in like you guys do, so I have to do it that way. Drag these little corners to each corner of the screen where the video is at only. Or picture. And you'll see the lines running right through that little blue circle icon thing there, but we're going to mask that out. We can always move these around after the fact too, to fine tune it if we need to. I think that should be good. Bring our picture on down and tie it right into the planar tracker. And now you see the pictures on the screen. But we still have the issue with it is on top of her thumb. So we'll go back up to the edit page. Turn track 2 back on. or track 1 off and go down to the color page. Make sure you have the magic mask selected and qualifier over here selected, which I already did. You have object mask here, person mask. We're just going to use object mask here. A plus and a minus picker. Invert mask. And the overlay mask. Then you have for tracking, you have faster and better. If your computer will do it, I suggest using faster because it is better. Or better, I'm sorry, not faster. And I'm going to track both ways because I'm at the end of the timeline. But you can track forward right here or just backward here. I just always use forward and backward. And make sure you have the plus stopper selected. Now we'll track it. Okay, we're done tracking. Go up here, right click. Add alpha output. You'll have this little blue dot will show up. Connect them two together like that. Go back to the edit page. And turn track 1 back on. And you'll see the picture is now under. We've still got some work to do though. It looks a little too vibrant, don't look realistic enough. And we have to mask out this little blue spot. So we'll turn that track back off for now. Back to Fusion. We'll grab an ellipse off the toolbar. Connect that into your media in 2, which is a picture. Then up in the inspector. You want to select invert. Right click on the width. Go down to expression. And this little plus icon that showed up, we'll grab that and drag it over to the height. Now if you move the slider, it'll keep everything symmetrical. The width and the height will move at the same time. On something like that. Now select your media in and add a color corrector. If you go up here in the inspector with color corrector selected, go under operations and select pre-divide, post-multiply. This way it will only affect this picture here, not the one on the outside. So everything we do is going to only affect that part. As I'm showing right here, you'll see it's blue in there. Nothing outside of that is being affected. We're going to use just these two here, the gain and the lift, to make this look a little more realistic. Doesn't take much. And then we're going to add a blur to it. So up here on the toolbar again. Now we have a blur, and in the inspector, see, everything we blur is only in that same area. Okay, that looks much better. Now we'll go ahead and put the video in. Again, shut that track 2 off. See, our mask is off a little bit on that blue icon, so we'll go back down and readjust that. Okay, that looks much better. Probably could adjust the corner pin a little bit more. For the sake of the tutorial, I don't want to waste too much time on that. The more time you spend, the better it will look. We'll render the cache and give it a play. Okay, it's done rendering out. We'll give it a play. Well, there you go. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.